Does it say that I'm recording?
hmm
Okay. So hi, I'm Estefania, and today I'm here to interview for my UX design class. The main goal of this interview is to better understand the needs and challenges faced by computer science students who are approaching graduation. For this purpose, you have been identified as a potential user, and I will be video recording this interview and would like your consent to do this. Do you consent to me recording this video?
Yes.
Okay. Your responses in this recording would be kept confidential and will only be used to improve the student experience. The interview would take around 15 minutes or so, and your insights and answers to the questions I have today will help us in coming up with the best solutions. So, do you have any questions before we begin?
No.
Okay, perfect. So, could you please introduce yourself and tell me a little about your background, such as your major, year, etc.?
Sure. My name is Jesus Garcia. I'm currently a student at the University of Florida, pursuing a computer science major. I'm at my junior year, so well, getting to it. And I'm actually from Venezuela, so I'm not a US, actually from US citizen, so it's been kind of difficult to adapt. But yeah, I think University of Florida is a pretty good place, especially when there's a lot of people are from diversity culture. So yeah,
Okay, perfect. And how close are you from graduating from UF?
um, I think I have like a year and a half. So I don't have. It depends if I wanted to extend, but it will depend on my decision. So yeah,
Okay, and with that, are you considering further education like a master's or something, or entering the workforce right after graduation?
I think my objective will be the workforce instantly because I don't. Many people will tell you that a master's is kind of required for certain degrees. I don't think computer science is kind of necessary to pursue that master's. And yeah, I think workplace will be instantly my decision.
Okay. And can you share a bit about your post-graduation plans slash aspirations, like what you want to work in specifically, stuff like that?
Oh, yeah, I think when I first started, I think the main idea of every computer science major will be to pursue going to software engineering. But I got like the beginning of the last semester, I think I started to see through like cybersecurity. And it's a topic that is not mostly talked about on certain classes, and it was really interesting when I started to doing certificates. And I think my plan will be to achieve any cybersecurity related, because I think cybersecurity is the future of every country, of every technology potential. Even words could be found for cybersecurity. So yeah, I think cybersecurity will be my main inspiration to get a position.
Okay, perfect. Now, how has your overall experience at the university been so far in terms of
Um,
classes, just overall everything?
yeah, I think at the beginning, yeah, it was difficult to be far away from my family. Every person I think goes through being far away from family, depends on the situation. But at the beginning it was pretty difficult, like depressing even most. But you start to meet people with the same interest of you, with the same connections, and you start to develop like a feeling of I like being here. So I think being on the University of Florida is a great experience for everyone who wants to take the risk of getting out the shell, being on your own home. So yeah,
Okay, perfect. And what are some memorable experiences or opportunities you've had during your time here?
I think there's two memorable parts that being part of two clubs. It will be being part of the Benza club, of the Venezuelan club. You start to know more people from the same country of you, so many with different degrees or even the same pursuits of you, and it starts to feel more comfortable for you to know there's people like you around you. And second will be the shop club, because they will provide you a lot, but a lot of services, opportunities, professional for you to develop as a professional.
Okay, perfect. And I guess a little bit more explanation. What activities or organizations have you been involved in, or are you currently involved in? related to
Um,
the computer science and stuff like that?
yeah, I recently joined. It was I think it was like I mean, it's not kind of related, but it's like a PC building club, and I went to at the beginning of the semester to the first GVM, and it was really interesting because I really like being able to build or see how the process of being building up a whole PC. And I think everyone should, even if you're, I mean, people is gonna be shy or even to retain themselves to know more people or go to clubs. But I think it's a great opportunity to see people with the same interests and with the same goals as you and learn more about people and make connections because networking is super important at the university.
Okay, perfect. And how have your goals or career aspirations evolved through your time at the university?
Yeah, well, I think my at the beginning my goals were pretty clear. It was get the computer science, get to the software engineering. But I think people, when you spend time a lot of in the university, I think many thoughts, many goals are going to be changed because you experience more about different topics, different workplace that you can even work. Because at the end of the day, computer science is not limited to. Because I used to think that like computer science was even software engineering, front end and back. So I think I didn't even realize that computer science was so in depth that you can make so much more with this degree. And being able to have those paths, you are not limited to one thing that you can do. If you chose to change and experience other fields, you're able to. You're not limited to one.
Perfect. That was a great answer. So now moving on to like more like open detail questions. As you approach graduation, what are your primary concerns or challenges regarding the transition to post-graduation life?
Yeah, so I think right now for every computer science student is kind of difficult, especially when you see on social media how people, for example, like in 2020, everyone is saying, "Oh my God, go to computer science, do computer science because it's an easy money way to do like six figures, for example." And now it's such a complicated decision to make because everyone's saying, "Oh, it's super saturated. There's barely any opportunities." But I think if you if you really like the world of technology, because many people of computer science is gonna be, oh my God, six figure, I'm gonna make money, money, money. But it's really more in depth of money. You really have to have the passion of even liking technology, even so. So I think, I mean, after graduating, obviously it will be nice to being settled, but it will always depend of the situation because right now it's pretty complicated for everyone. But
Yeah.
yeah,
And
it
how
will
do you
depend. Mhm.
continue? My bad.
No, no, it's okay. But it will depend on everything. Every situation is gonna be different. But if you keep going, if you keep pushing, if you really want to make it, it's gonna happen.
Okay, and I guess a follow-up to that, how are you currently addressing these challenges and like what support do you personally think you need to achieve your goals post-graduation?
I think it's it's really necessary to be practicing every day for coding, to be involved with other people, to create your own projects, to have experience with internships. I think you need to seek it to to want it because if you don't do it, it's gonna be difficult. Like it's not a lie. It's pretty difficult if you don't even try to make the effort to seek it. So
Yeah. Okay, now can you describe any steps you've taken or you plan to take for job placement outside of graduation or further education, depending on what you prefer?
um yeah, so I mean I think every step everyone is gonna be the same to go to LinkedIn and apply to the job. But I think even even people say to you that one of the most opportunities that you can get is not even applying, but even talking to the recruiter himself. If you do your like little background research, and I think you can take your opportunity of getting an opportunity just by doing a little more effort than anybody.
Okay, and with that, have you faced any obstacles during this process, or and like how have you addressed them? Like as you've been looking for jobs, talking to
I mean,
recruiters.
yeah, I think the biggest obstacle that you can get as a computer science major is the amount of applications you need to make before even getting one chance. I think everyone is gonna tell you the same. You're gonna make like 400 applications before getting even like one chance. But the important thing is getting that one chance because the moment you get that one moment of chance of showing yourself is gonna be like your stepstone for getting better and better as a professional.
Okay, perfect. And how well do you feel the university, so UF, has prepared you for the next steps after graduation, such as career readiness, finding jobs, looking into
Um,
further education, all that?
yeah, I think university really get you to career showcase. Even if, for example, in the shop club, you really take advantage of, for example, the shop convention, where you can get a lot of opportunities just by talking in person. And I think the university makes an incredible job, but also it needs to come from you. You don't not gonna make nothing and expect like the university to make everything for yourself. You need to actually put yourself out here and pursue everything that you want.
Perfect. And are there any specific skills or knowledge areas you wish had been more emphasized at UF, like as a CS major?
Yeah, I think computer science is getting kind of stale because many people will want to pursue either cybersecurity, machine learning, AI, and instead of getting only computer science courses, because at the end of the day, it's gonna be helpful. But I think many people there's gonna be a reach to a point there they're gonna realize, damn, I want to do something and I want to specify onto certain field. And I think there could be a more improvement to really offer people those chances.
Okay, perfect. Can you describe any resources or services provided by the university that you found particularly helpful or that you feel has lacked in preparing you for life after graduation?
I think one of the main points that I got, it was talking really more to clubs and advisors, especially. I really discussed more about my advisors and even to extend it more even to therapy, for example, because many people is gonna be confused or confused to what to achieve or what to do, and it's normal to feel confused. It is pretty normal because nobody's gonna be perfect. Nobody's gonna have the same path, keep the same path. And I think the University of Florida really offers a lot of opportunities to get as a CS major or even other majors to have to seek yourself, like to actually know what you want to do.
Yeah. And in what ways could the resources you found least helpful be improved to meet your needs, like to better
Uh,
meet your needs?
Yeah, I think, as I said, the advising is I think sometimes when, for example, you're like even change your schedule or do your next schedule, I think sometimes the advisors are kind of, I mean, dry in sense of way because they barely give you feedback like oh my god, oh yeah, class, oh yeah, go next. Sometimes students I think want to feel like they want a feedback more of a really like a really feedback from an advisor to recommend. Even if you ask them, they're gonna be like, oh well, you're gonna talk to someone else. And I think that is a big area the university could improve.
Okay, perfect. Now, the last couple questions. In terms of networking and building professional relationships, what opportunities has the university provided and how effective have they been for you?
So the University of Florida, I think, provides, as I said, with a lot of clubs, is the perfect way to create networking events, any type of way you can seek connect to people. There's gonna be people who seeking the same of you, like trying to connect with more people. And when you try to connect with more people, there are gonna be a lot of more people that the people you knew, they're gonna be recommending for you, and that's when networking is pretty special, especially here, because there's a lot of club. The campus is already packed, so you have every opportunity that you can get as a student to network with our people.
Okay, and last question, what kind of networking events or opportunities do you think would be most beneficial for you or for students in your position?
I think as a Latino to say with the CS degree, I still recommend going to SHEP. I think just SHEP is the perfect club for everyone to for a Hispanic guy who's in the engineering field. I think they have a lot of workshop, everything, the convention, meetings, everyone like is super professional. It's like the perfect way to someone to get like a real experience and the perfect chances for you in your career.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Let
You're
me stop
welcome.
the recording real quick.